Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. You just heard that intro. It's time for an awesome show. We got a good show for you, and it's about to go down. We got Washington football team making moves, and we got Rams rocking modern throwback a little bit more. There's more. Vegas a viable place for the Nationals if deal with to stay in Oakland doesn't fall through. And Cubs traded Jock Friesen. And on the basketball side, we got the Bucks leading the series 3-2. So, like I said, it's a exciting show for you guys. But what better way to start the show off than jump right into it? So, first thing that's coming up, we got the young artist named Black Sam, Bleach. That is coming up on Dragon Sports Live, so check it out. Here it is, Bleach by Black Sam, and it's coming in right about now.
YSL got it for cheap. Now all these niggas think I had a stain like bleach. 7 a.m. on the beach, studying flows. The ocean got hella to teach. I put a 6 on my beat. All of these fingers get numb from pinching my cheeks. I haven't slept in a week. I just been covered in blues. I feel like Mystique. I gave my jewel and my jella. He gave me a skeleton. I had to bust on the bones. Got dirty looks at the movies. The money was calling and forgot to silence my phone. Got an invite to a show out in Paris. A nigga just downloaded Rosetta Stone. All I wrote down on my ride croissants. If they can't provide them, I'll leave it alone. Meeting with Sony. I post on the gram and a whole lot of rappers are digging my grammar. Charging them $200 a stanza. They pay out of pocket like Vic in Atlanta. Money been jumping, it's too much to handle. I call my accountant, we working in tandem. Used to get Metcalf for summer, last week I made double that. School could not hold a candle. I'm up in Momotar with a shorty. I keep a Virgil on me like a 40. Couple of Cubans on me, they imported. They got my net froze, rigor mortis. I hit the breaststroke in the Benz. Swimming through South Beach with the fence. I just been going crazy with the pen, cause I don't get shit off of spins. YSL got it for cheap. Now all these niggas think I had a stain like bleach. 7 a.m. on the beach, studying flows. The ocean got hella to teach. I put a 6 on my beat. All of these fingers get numb from pinching my cheeks. I haven't slept in a week. I just been covered in blues. I feel like Mystique. Shorty, she down for whatever. I keep my flow under the weather. I'm cold when they come with the pressure, but diamonds all over the bezel. I can't even count them, too many to measure. Steering wheel light as a feathers, matching the shade of interior leather. Feeling more patient than ever. Taking my time, enjoying the ride. I get there whenever. I'm in the booth when niggas are sleeping. Nike Tech hoodie, I'm reaping. Hellcat usually sound like a demon. Gave it a 4G's, not a bit creeping. I got 10 toes on the cement. I got 10 fingers on throat. The game in the choke. They hotbox the lab, they burning the oak. They took me to space, I don't even smoke. I hop in the Uber, I smell like a roach. Praying this shit'll come out of my clothes. Normally I wouldn't really be tweaking, but I spent a rack and a half on the coat. The berries burr, I rarely defer. Call Harry for fur, no pun intended. I pick up a pen and the VVs are looking like ice in a blender. The quality splendid. YSL got it for cheap. Now all these niggas think I had a stain like bleach. 7 a.m. on the beach, studying flows. The ocean got hella to teach. I put a 6 on my beat. All of these fingers get numb from pinching my cheeks. I haven't slept in a week. I just been covered in blues. I feel like Mystique.
Serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They serve the God Versace, Louis, and Marc Jacob. Tricksters serving the master slicksters who tryna spit game at these games. So I say dash on them like Jay did. You lost one, not letting these lames hit. The with perversion, rather hear sermons by Bacham, Piper, Mac, got the inspiration. Lust is a beast to be kept in cages. I don't twerk, but I dance like David. I deserve death, he deserves my praises. We flock like birds, yeah, we stay raving. Wings of the angels who cover their faces in the presence of God, whose holiness made Isaiah drop to his knees. Holy, 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 now the people sing. Started from the bottom, now we here. Undeserved wretches, Christ and brought near. No static with God, my charge has been clear. Now aligning my will with his good year. To bring that word of peace to misfits. And even if they pull the heat from their hip, it's just a send off to where he is. Said it's just a send off to where he is. Yeah, I'm using my mouth like speakers to recruit soldiers for the master of 10. slinging rocks, no David, so Goliath. Sin is a tyrant, they tell me be quiet. Got me feeling like John on the island. The most exile living here, never afraid, his love cast out fear. Bullets fly in the shy, but we make rounds. UFOs dish it out, stumping ground. Step to the rhythm of this gospel, salsa. Serve it up to him on the plate, salsa. Be ahead or beheaded, we follow the lamb to the slaughter. Christians, you ready? Tell them heaven is a celebration. Don't miss out on the party, get the invitation. Come all ye, heavy laden, but you can't see, you need saving. Out of the darkness, but we glow. The hearts are hardened, but we know God created all stars, conversed with the universe, and redeemed us from the curse. We deserve no more chances, but only because of Christ we've been handed the right to become his sons and daughters. We share this gospel on every corner, because I'm screwed if you wasn't nailed to the cross. I snooze if I don't want to share with the lost. Say, this is a white man's religion, but he can make you colorblind when he restores vision. Causing the only hue that you see is red. That means your blood bought and your spirit was led to walk by faith and not by sight. So let me tune on my voice and use these pipes. I'm using my mouth like speakers to recruit soldiers for the master. Tin Hut. I'm using my mouth like speakers to recruit soldiers for the master. Tin Hut.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, the first song that you probably missed or just caught the tail end of was Bleach by Black Sam. That second song was Breaking the Scaredy by Asha Marie. Check her out. And she just had a baby, by the way, too. So check out her as she make music for her little man, as she does what she does best. But check it out. Make sure y'all check all those songs out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or wherever you get your music from. Show those artists some love and support at the same time. But anyways, so MLB had their draft a couple days ago, right? The Angels decided to use all 20 of their picks to pick up pitchers. Stand like they need, trying to stay focused on what they need. All 20 draft picks were pitchers. And that's saying something, like, since they been struggling with pitchers, but, you know, just take all pitchers. What better way to do that? And other things, like other people in the draft, so we had the Pirates picking up catcher Henry Davis, and then Rangers had the second pick picking up Jack Leader, a right-hand pitcher. Tigers picked up Jackson Jobe, who's also a right-hand pitcher. Boston Red Sox at 4 picked up Marcelo Meyer, shortstop. Baltimore Orioles picked up Colton Kozer, outfielder. And number 6, Diamondbacks picked up Jordan Lawler. He's a shortstop. 7, Kansas City Royals picked up Frank Masicato, left-hand pitcher. 8, Rockies picked up Benny Montgomery, outfielder. And Angels, they first pick was at 9, and they picked Sam Beckham. New York Mets picked up Kumar Rockner at 10. Washington Nationals picked up Brady House, shortstop, at 11. And then 12, Seattle Mariners picked up Henry Ford, followed by the Phillies, Andrew Pater, and San Francisco Giants picked up Will Bender. 16, Marlins picked up Khalil Watson. 17, Reds picked up Matt McLean. St. Louis picked up Michael McGravy, right-hand pitcher, at 18. Toronto Blue Jays picked up Gunnar Hungler, right-hand pitcher. And then the New York Yankees picked Trey Sweeney, shortstop. Now, our wonderful Cubs picked up Jordan Wicks, left-hand pitcher, at 21. And Chicago White Sox, Colson Montgomery at shortstop at 22. Cleveland Indians picked up Galvin Williams. Atlanta Braves picked up Ryan Cusack. And the 25th pick was Max Muncy at safety. So those was your picks, you know, thus far. That was the first 25 picks. But back to the whole fact of the Angels literally are trying to stay true to their focus and focus on getting pitchers. So they chose 20 pitchers. And let's see if all of them will make the team or if they all go to minor league, or let's see what happens. But, you know, if I'm picking, I'm going for needs, not just my focus. I'm going for needs. So some of those pitchers you're going to be seeing in the outfield. You're going to see them in different positions other than pitching. But let's see how that works out for them. Like I said, if I'm picking a team, I'm going for needs. I'm not going for that's what I want to focus on. I'm going straight for needs. I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm going for the needs. I can't go with all 20 pitch. Like, especially if I have that many draft picks in the draft, I can't go that many with, you know, all pitches. There's going to be a variety. Some of those pitches actually might get traded, though. That's just my honest opinion. But, you know, it is what it is. They pick up the 20. Congrats to those 20 pitchers who got drafted. And time for y'all to put in that work now. Hey, it is what it is. I don't know why I say that, but that's my favorite word. It is what it is. Deal with it. Okay. So the Athletic A's, right now, if deal falls through, let's say Vegas look like a valuable place for the A's to play in. If no deal is, no deal is agreed upon between the A's and the city of Oakland. Because, you know, the Oakland A's want a new ballpark. They want a new field. So they looking at Vegas as one of the potential places that they will move to, which is still close to there, but not too far. So they'll move if they can get a deal. And then Rob Manfred, he eyes a rule tweak to get baseball back to its roots. So basically taking away that when it's a doubleheaders go to 7 innings and the extra innings rule. He want to get baseball back to its roots. So basically 9 innings, both doubleheader. Extra inning doesn't have a runner on base. So he's looking to get back to how it was before. He's looking to, you know, steal the show. And what better way to do that? Going back to the roots, take away the extra innings, take away the 7-inning double headers. I'm like, it's baseball. They already got a long season ahead of us, so they're going to play their game. They're going to do what they got to do, and they're going to work hard at it. They're going to just do what's right for them. So, hey, I don't mind an extra inning or the runner on second base type thing. Actually, I do mind that. I don't need a runner on base. Baseball, because he can steal a base and steal home and win the game that way. Nah, I need them to work to get that runner on base. I don't need a runner already on base. I need them to work to get that runner on base. So take away the runner on the base, and like I said, take away the doubleheader, 7 innings, make them both 9. That way, both teams got to put in their work. Right, Manfred? Let me know if that's what you agreed on. If that's what you agreed on, let me know. I got your back on this one. Let's take that away. Like you said, let's take baseball back to its roots. So, like I said, I got your back. Cubs traded Jock Peterson to the Braves for first baseman prospect Bryce Ball. So they get a first baseman prospect out of it. Traded Jock Peterson to the Braves. which I didn't see that coming, even though he signed a 1-year deal to come with them. I didn't see that trade coming, but they also, Jet Horry is saying that everybody's pretty much going to get traded. You never know or who's going to get traded, but somebody's going to get traded. So he traded Drake Peterson. We don't know what's going to happen with Baez, Rizzo, and Chris Bryant, who all, basically half the Cubs team going to become free agents at the end of this season. So we shall see what will happen. And the deadline is coming up in a week or so. July 30th, the trade deadline. So let's see how many trades will happen between here and there. And just keep it moving. Yankees had 6 tested positive for COVID-19. One of those players that's included is Aaron Judge. So that game, the game they had against the Reds was postponed. And like I said, 6 in protocols. But, Red Sox Chris Sale begins his rehab assignment. He had 3 scoreless innings on 7/13. Or July 13. But it was also his first time. Wow, I gotta stop saying It was his first time throwing since 8/13 of 19. So August 13th of 2019 is his first time throwing. And he looked good. 3 scoreless innings, like I said before. And yeah. He was looking good, looking like he's set for his return. He's ready to come back. He's eager. He wants to come back this year. So it's been 2 years since he actually thrown the ball. And to throw 3 scoreless innings in you looking good. We should see you back in the majors probably in the next few weeks. Or however long it takes you. Mariners pitcher Hector Santiago, his 10-game ban is upheld, which makes him the first pitcher to get ejected and suspended for the 10 games for the sticky substance. He appealed it. Appeal got denied. So now he's serving his 10 games, even though he had played 2 games before while he was waiting for appeal. He played 3 games while he was waiting for appeal, made 3 appearances. It's upheld, so sit home, get paid, watch your team. If they're losing, watch them lose. If they're winning, cheer them on. But, hey, just take suspension like a G. That's all I got to say. Take it like a G. Sit back, relax, think about it, and then don't try to do it again. Right? So don't try to do it again. Toronto Blue Jays they got approved to play back in Toronto because they've been playing in Durban and Florida and Buffalo. So they will be able to play home. The government and the CDC approved that, so they will be able to play at their home stadium. I know Toronto fans is happy about that. We already been allowing fans back, and they limit their COVID protocols down some. So I'm excited, even though Vladimir has been sensational. He's been blasting homers left and right. He's second in the lead in home runs. First is actually Shohei Ohtani with 34 home runs on the season. Vladimir has 30, so he's in second place right now in that home run lead on the season. And, big ups. So, welcome home. Hope y'all have some good, exciting games. Y'all also been on a tear. And we'll see you guys in Toronto. Well, I won't be there, but you guys will be there. I'll watch you guys on TV. Dodgers, Trevor Bauer leave is extended to July 27 now. So it's been sitting for another consecutive week. And, we had the All-Star game for MLB that came and gone. Shohei Ohtani was selected as a hitter and pitcher, and his team actually won the All-Star game. On top of that, he finished second in the home run derby, who he lost to Pete Alonso, who is I believe he's a 3-time champion, if I'm not mistaken, 3-time or 2-time champion in the home run derby. One of those two. I'll make sure I get the numbers right, and I'll let you know next week when y'all tune in to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. But anyways, Shohei Ohtani was sensational, pitching and hitting home runs. On top of that, he donated all his winnings to a Los Angeles, to the workers, basically. Los Angeles workers. But we just say it like that. He donated to the workers. So it was a good All-Star game. Even though they got a lot of negative feedback about the uniforms, the All-Star game uniforms, basically trying to be like everybody else has one uniform. It used to be back in the day where basketball used to have the teams used to just wear their team jerseys. Then they decided to get the All-Star uniforms. Football, same thing, team jerseys. But now everybody has a uniform, All-Star. So I think it's a good idea to have, Major League, American League uniforms. Could uniforms be a little bit better? Yes, but it's a good idea to have that way and have their team logo on that uniform. That's a good way to roll. I like that idea. So, congrats to all those people, Pete Alonso, Shohei Ohtani, and all the All-Stars and all the players that made it to the All-Star game. Congrats. And with that being said, we're going to get y'all some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. Now, if y'all haven't heard, y'all can catch Dragon Sports Live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast. And if you missed it, you can also catch it on YouTube at DONPE1. Dragon Sports Live. You can type that in the search bar. Dragon Jump Productions is the founding company of that. You can get it right there. But that's what I said. That's the MLB piece. Here is Celeb Black Soul with Gravity here on Dragon Sports Live. So I need y'all to check that out. And coming up, we got Mouthpiece, We Do This Forever. So check it out.
My visions are not your visions. My dreams are not your dreams. Forgive me as I try to wean myself from these worldly schemes. It seems that I get knocked back 3 steps every step that I take. Make no mistake that I have the heart of a lion and the will of a bull, but my voice is being drowned out by yours and others' opinions. Every move I make is miscalculated by your judgments. I can see myself giving up and I can see myself making it to the end, but in the end, which one will solidify my destiny? I'm destined for greatness. I keep my 10 toes down, cause gassy words will make me feel weightless, and I'm above no one. And I'm not above reproach, so approach me with caution. I'm not the person I used to be. Cliches and facades have no effect on me. I need realness. Your smiles are as real as a unicorn's horn. I was born in the late evening, not in the latter parts of yesterday's morn. I poured out my heart, mourned on these sheets as if it were a piece of me being recycled for use other than what it was made for, but only to be used for scribbles and scratches. I stand firm like a tree, so breathe. Some of y'all are still stuck on these rappers like overcooked leftovers from 3 days ago. You have no choice but to eat cause you can't afford to pay attention to a real lyricist. Murderous speeches haunting you. I am the definition of a ghostwriter in spoken word format. Control, alt, delete everything that you knew about me. My index finger is strong, so I'ma PowerPoint out all my haters till I excel, leaving you in the form of a small squishy substance. Cause you're Microsoft, and I'm a Mac. The apple didn't fall far from the tree, so take a bite of me as I reinvent a new definition of of gravity. Gravity. I am gravity. Gravity. I am the definition. Gravity. Gravity. Na 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 na. Gravity. Gravity. I am gravity. Gravity. Throw your hands up for the gravity. Gravity. Don't put your hands down for gravity. Gravity. Now keep your hands up. Gravity. 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 I am the definition. Gravity. Gravity. Na 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 na. Gravity. Gravity. I am gravity. Gravity. My name gravity. Gravity. My aim is gravity. Gravity. We like the same is gravity. Gravity. You are me and I am you. Gravity. Gravity. When I fall, you fall too. Gravity. Gravity. Na 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 na. Gravity. Gravity. I am gravity. Gravity. My name is
Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my Coretta. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my Coretta. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this. I love you forever. Used to fight just to keep it together. Now we keep our eyes open for devils. Cause Satan be plotting, he clever. Cause he know what our prayers do together. Can't be carnal when choosing our weapons, or we'll end up like Nebuchadnezzar. Watch out. I love it how we get along now. It's special when we get along now. We married so we can be grown now. It's just us, don't expect me to tone down. Cause we done put years in. Lock the door, don't let the kids in. You a gift from a gift, girl, this is God given. You to jail, I'm in prison. Church, stop tripping. This a love song between covenant partners, men and women, not man and man. Devil don't start this. We came from apartments, lights clipped in the darkness. Nights could have been heartless, wife should have departed, but she didn't, she stayed on and stayed strong. With every struggle we take on, we pray on. And God got us like State Farm, we wait gone. Yeah, lost in the love that wait taunts is real. Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my Coretta. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my Coretta. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. If you got one, better fight for it. Do it for the rings like Mike Jordan. Take it to the king, he the life force. If he's dead, rise up, he don't like divorce. I know bad times came. And it's hard to withstand pain, but there's nothing God can't change. But you gotta trust him. Yeah, a lot of fussing, a lot of cussing, because it's a lot of us and not enough of his love. A lot of pride got us powder puffed in the club, looking for what, get home, get the making up. Communication is the first part of making love. Admit you're wrong and forgive for we taking up. Taking a minute doesn't mean that you breaking up. Pray, leave space for his grace, show you really trust. Show you really trust, show you let God work, let God work, even though it may hurt. Even though it may hurt, even though it may hurt, even though it may hurt. I'm a witness, he turned it. I'm a witness, he turned it. Brought it back to the first. Now we out here reversing the curse. Shot it, we worth. Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my career. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Love you no matter the weather. Been through a lot, still together. What we got is tougher than leather. If I'm on you, my career. Hold me down, never say never. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this forever. Baby, we do this. Baby, we do this. Baby, we do this. Baby, we do this forever.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for this evening. If you just tuning in, that last song you heard was We'll Do This Forever by Jive. I don't know if it's Jive or Five. I gotta ask him again and see what it is, but either way, good songs. Like I said, all music that you hear on Dragon Sports Live, you can catch. Make sure you follow the artists. Make sure you check them out. Go to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. And, give your support to the artists. Show who they are. Like their album, listen to their songs, stream their songs, whatever. Same thing goes for me. Make sure you listen to Dragon Sports Live on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And then also you can catch it on YouTube at DONPE1. I'm spelling it one more time. That's DONPE1 on YouTube. Shoot me an email or reach out to me on social media, at Dragon Jump Pro. We'll get back to you. And if you're an artist, make sure you send me your artist name or your songs if you want me to play them on my podcast, on my show. So if you want that, make sure y'all do that. Be sure to follow. But anyways, welcome back. Now we moving right on. In the NFL, the Washington football team has been going through a lot of struggles. Well, one, they got fined $10 million. Two, the good thing was Snyder's wife became co-CEO with him. Cool. But then, also the Washington football team will possibly have a name come 22. So it won't be no more the WFT team. They'll actually have a name. But Washington's president said Warriors is not an option. So they was like Washington Warriors, and a lot of fans was liking that, but it was like words is not an option. They gonna have something that does not pertain or have any Native American linkage. It's gonna be a whole different name. So come 22, I'm excited to see what that name will be, how that logo will be, and vice versa. I'm waiting for it. So yeah. Rams, on the other hand, they're gonna dye the modern. They call it the modern throwback uniforms that they're gonna have this year, which is that classic blue and yellow, like when they won the Super Bowl title with. They're gonna go back to that modern day throwbacks is what they call it. So I'm excited to see what those uniforms gonna be like. I'm excited for the season. I don't even know how y'all say his name. Is it Barkevius Mingos? He was released for child sexual contact, but his lawyers actually feel like that's a disgrace. Like he shouldn't be released for that, at least suspended and stuff like that, and was going on and on. But yeah, he felt like his release was wrong. Even Mingos even agreed that he felt like his release was wrong, and they're trying to get like a grievance filed, trying to get everything started to see what's going on, to see if they can bring it back. But yeah, he was released because of that, and that's not a light issue play around. So of course I would have released you too. That's not bad for a team. You already got like the Dallas Cowboys. They had a bunch of troublemakers on their team. The Oakland Raiders had a few troublemakers. Cleveland Browns. It's like you don't want to have that. Like, oh yeah, he did this and that and that. Yeah, we don't want to have that at all. Positive note though, Tommy Romo and Johnny Football, aka so known as Johnny Manziel, they accepted invites to a Texas State Open golf tournament. So they'll be in the spotlight, even though Tommy Romo is the whisper of NFL commentating, because he be calling the plays and he called it right to a key. But Johnny, he's been out of football, been away doing rehab stuff and running organizations and stuff like that to help others. So they've been busy, but good to see them being active and all that. Richard Sherman, he was jailed, but now he's released. And on top of that, he was released on conditions like he had to go to rehab. He can't go around his in-laws that he went to, because he basically went to the in-laws drunk, trying to beat on the door, trying to break in and stuff like that. He will face charges possibly, but no charges has been filed yet, but he will face some type of charges. And like I said, the judge released him without, basically ordered his release, so he didn't have to pay bond, but has released. His wife is worried about him. He's currently a free agent. And like I said, that's not normal of Richard Sherman. He's normally a person that always trying to help people, but, you know, liquor does a different thing. It can tell you how you really feel. Makes the best of everybody come out. That's why I don't drink nor I don't smoke. Them things that I stay away from. So I hope for the best for him, and I hope that he gets better from it and able to improve and learn from it. Like, he's remorseful. He's sorry. Like I said, he's very sorry, very remorseful. But he's just trying to move past that fact, and he don't want to be like that way again. So hope for the best for him. I hope he gets well, and I hope he gets the help that he needs. You know who else need help? Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins he was injured by his wife. So his wife basically punched him in the mouth, which split his lip and chipped his teeth. Even though they say he lost his tooth, no, all his tooth is still there. He just got a chipped tooth. But a domestic violence charge is going against the wife of Dwayne Haskins. And we shall see what goes from there. Maybe they'll get a divorce. We don't know. But that's probably what lead to a divorce. But whatever was done, she punched the crap out of him in the mouth. And, you know, doing the right thing. He didn't hit back. He didn't did that. He just took it, kind of left, but decided he's going to press charges. So we'll see what happens with that case. Oh, well. Relationship things like that happen, but that's why I try to make sure whatever my relationship, try to make sure we just talk things out, because it's not right for a person to hit. Like, you shouldn't be hitting on each other no matter what. And that's just the bottom line. Like, you should not be hitting on each other. Y'all should just be able to talk things out and work it out. And I'm glad I'm able to do that. And I'm glad I'm in a good relationship. I'm grateful for that. But hope he's better. He is trying to revive his career with the Steelers, so hope all is well. Panthers signed offensive tackle Taylor Morton to a 4-year, $72 million extension, and that's put him as the second highest among tackles. You know, that's a big up. You know, tackles is starting to make a come up. Tight ends starting to make a come up. Basically, every other position that's not a wide receiver or quarterback is starting to make a come up as far as they getting what they deserve. And he does deserve it. So, congratulations on that. Now, here's a fun fact. NFL will fund a study to prevent treatment for hamstrings. And that's a $4 million study project. They basically was just like, okay, because hamstrings is one of the common things that happens in NFL, and sometimes it causes those players to miss time. So they're going to do a study on that, or they're going to fund a study for that, and let's see where it goes from there. Right? Now, what do y'all think about the Ravens this year? Do y'all think the Ravens going to be more dynamic, more in the zone? Like, do you think they're going to be... I think they'll be more dangerous to per se, especially because you got Sammy Watkins, you got Marquise Brown, and you added more receivers so that Lamar Jackson can throw that ball to those receivers. He only really had Hollywood Brown and not that many receivers, but you added more receivers, and you also have a dynamic running game. So it's like, honestly, I think you will be able to. I don't know. Let's just see how the season comes. Like, let's see preseason, how you throw to those receivers. Because they was, like, second to last in passing yards last season. Or wide receivers being targeted for the Ravens. And that's not a good feat to have. That's not a good, meaning you weren't really, people would know your game. Like, you gonna either run the ball or you gonna let your running backs run the ball. Short pass, basically. Deep pass here and there. No, you want to be in the middle of the pack. You want to be like in the middle. Subpar, average, not second to last, you know. But that's my spiel, what's going on in the NFL. We got more news coming up. I'll tell you more about Aaron Rodgers next week on Dragon Sports Live. See whether he or not he shows up to training camp. And yeah, that's it. So we're going to get into some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. And this is B Mike. We are all right. And that's what the Packers are going to be. They're going to be all right. Right? They're going to be all right.
Well, then listen, all right. Well, all right. You can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. And to explain myself, if I actually gave a fuck, then I ain't myself. It goes 1 for the homies, 2 for the fans, 3 for the fact that I'm proud of who I am. So alright, and alright, and alright. Cause you can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. Man, I just got on FaceTime with my brother. I'm kinda scared that I will never reach his pinnacle, which is clustered with the same fear of being backstabbed by the same close friend who will grin at you. It's kinda funny, ain't it? This verse is unrelated. Sorry, I'm just caught up in a picture I should not have painted. My ex-girl saying things she's never planned to, and love will come with roses, but its thorns will always stab you. My best friend told me that he quitting cigarettes, but man, I've heard him say that kind of shit before. And what worries me the most is the fact that nowadays he doesn't see his music as an outlet anymore. I'd be lying if I told you it didn't get to me. He used to wanna wreck the beat. A year ago this music was his therapy, and to be honest, I've been doubting it too. There's no more water in the fountain of youth. Well then listen, alright. Well alright. You can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. And to explain myself, if I actually gave a fuck, then I ain't myself. It goes 1 for the homies, 2 for the fans, 3 for the fact that I'm proud of who I am. So alright, and alright. Cause you can say what you want, but in the end, alright, now let me hear that round of applause. The one time you actually take claps. I'm sick of rappers who claim facts, but ain't that. I got the flowies that give you the hokey pokies. You phonies are in a box, but you ain't jack. Well, it's the okay, I'm era when I spit so connector. That's when I bring apocalyptic sinister. Plans off the Richter scale, so inhale the air to the throne. But then a peasant says to me, hey mister, be Mike, you're a bitch, bruh. Heard you always think ya lethal on the mic when you spit and Victor. Flow that you compose like you were something of a ninja. Listen, bro, I'll end ya, bazinga. Yo, who the fuck on? You are not King Kong, trying to kill my vibe and interrupt my song. Sucking dick for a life, break my vision in spite. You wanna know what my reply is? Well then listen, alright. Well then listen, alright. Well, alright. You can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. And to explain myself, if I actually gave a fuck, then I ain't myself. It goes 1 for the homies, 2 for the fans, 3 for the fact that I'm proud of who I am. So alright, and alright, cause you can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. Well, alright, you can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright. And to explain myself, if I actually gave a fuck, then I ain't myself. It goes 1 for the homies, 2 for the fans, 3 for the fact that I'm proud of who I am. So alright, and alright, cause you can say what you want, but in the end, man, I'ma still be alright.
Remember them days with no name. I sat on benches, watch the gameplay, made the way out of them trenches. Underneath the moon, we set fire to the night. Giving you thanks for life. They call my name, and yeah, it's true, I got their vision. They pray I use, I keep on winning, my wrist still whipping. These watches stay up, this still keep talking, this water dripping. When at the bottom, I find my shadow. There ain't no stopping, my only option. We keep on walking. They keep on calling, but ain't no talking. Remember, I be by myself. My only option. Down bad, but it's cool, it made me whole. Lost my mind, but my heart, I found my soul. I seen things, I swear to God, I never told. I've been places you probably go, we lose show. Label me menace, but minus the things been done to me. Don't want no bother, won't bother you, just don't bother me. I bend don't break, my body shake, recovery. I see don't speak, my body swell, just set me free. Set me free, just let me tell you I fail. And if I fail when I die, Lord, when I die, just let me fly. All Lord knows I sacrifice. Like perfect timing, feel like my life, feel like I'm shining. And if I'm dreaming, then let me sleep, don't look for me. I lose myself, inside myself, searching for peace. Up the smoke, searching for hope, that's where I'll be. Was until I jumped up off the porch, I realized how deep them waters go. Cause your name lose your soul, you just a spit the code. When none of this word don't matter, just another lost soul. Praying for more, I found the world searching for miracles. I found where them demons be funny, they was laying next to me. I tiptoe impatiently to them heavens where I pray I be. I elevate Jesus' feet. Ooh, Lord, I'm on the way. I remember the days, oh, I remember the days. Remember those days when they shared what we couldn't be. Look at me, look at me.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. That last song that you just heard was Benches by Josh Ryan Music here on Dragon Sports Live. We moving right along, coming into our WNBA and NBA section. And like I said, I don't know if y'all been watching. I've been watching the playoffs, the finals between the Bucks and Suns. So right now the Bucks lead the series 3-2. Game 6 is tomorrow night. Is that game in Milwaukee or is it at home? I think it's in Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. Because the last game, no, it's in Milwaukee. So when the series was 2-2, basically the Suns had won both of the games at home, and then the Bucks won their 2 games at home. But now that it's alternating, the Bucks took the first victory. Like, it's been a while since a team literally won like lost the home game in the finals. That really happened. That really happens. It happens, but it really happens. So the fact that they lost, despite Booker going for 40, so he scored 40 points in 2 games and still lost in back-to-back games and lost both of those games. It's a little struggle. So yeah, it's been struggle. Game 2, or I should say game 3 rather, wasn't a struggle for the Bucks. Bucks just dominated where they was down, and then they made sure they, like, you got key blocks. You got a big block from Giannis when it was 101 to 199 with 114 left, and then you go on the run. So you win that game. Game 4 though. What? Not game. Game 5. I'm sorry. That last game was game 4. Game 5. Same thing, but the Suns was leading the way, and then all of a sudden the Bucks decided to show up. So far I've been key. Like, you've been getting contributions from Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So if you got all those clicking, and you're also getting production from Portis and Lopez off the bench, as well as Compton and Forbes. So let's see what they can do. Can they close out and get their first championship since 1971, I believe? So it's like, to me right now, the Bucks are playing more hungry than the Suns. Like, yes, this is the first final they've been to since 93, but the Bucks has been longer. So they really are hungry. So let's see what happens in game 6, which is Tuesday night. So be sure to check that game out. Another thing that, that was factors to the Suns' loss, CP3 been making bad decisions. He had a lot of turnovers, and I'm actually thinking that it's something more wrong with his hand other than, like, just soreness, like his wrist, because he had it taped up last game, and he's not really shooting like how he normally would shoot. Like, yes, he struggled in the first 2 quarters, and then fourth quarter he just opened up, but I'm starting to think it's more to the injury hand of Chris Paul than that meets the eye. And we still need more players to step up. Like, Ayton is stepping up more, but you need Crowder, you need Ayton, you need Payne, Cam Johnson. Basically, y'all need y'all bench to step up a little bit more. Like, it shouldn't be that if the second unit comes in, basically the first unit for the Bucks can just go hard. No, y'all just need everybody to be on one page and step up, and y'all can do what it is. Like, I got a feeling, I'm probably gonna make this pick now, but I got a feeling Suns gonna take game 6, and it's gonna be a game 7 for the finals. That would be amazing if it is, because that means both of these teams is fighting for their first title, and they can probably go all the way, but we'll see. Dallas coach Jason Kidd is cited for the potential of he wants to bring out the potential of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, that dynamic big man duo. Like, one is a big man point guard and one's just a big man. So he wants to bring that. He's excited about that potential of that, and he sees the potential in that, and he wants to just bring it out more, and see what he can do. Let's see what he works with. Now, Wes Usil Jr. is a front runner, as well as Darvin Ham are front runners for the Wizards coaching job. And we'll, tune into the next show, and I'll let y'all know who has that job. Bradley Beal is out of the Olympics due to COVID-19, or better yet, let me rephrase that, health and safety protocols. So he's out, and they already have a replacement for him. They have Keldon Johnson coming in, and I literally forgot the other player's name that was stepping on, but because of that player stepped away, they also bringing Kevin Love. That's who it was. Kevin Love has a lingering calf issue, so which kind of kept him out most of the season too. He's stepping away because of that injury. So JaVale McGee is taking over his spot. Kelvin Johnson is taking over Bradley Beal's spot. Kawhi Leonard, did y'all really know that Kawhi Leonard had a partially torn ACL, but they kept labeling it as a knee sprain? That might be a fine for the Clippers if they basically was saying this is what it is, and it really wasn't that, like that misdiagnosis. But yeah, he had a partially torn ACL. It didn't tear all the way or rupture, but it was partially torn. So hence why he gets that, the soreness and stuff like that. And he was out, and that's probably why he was in the booth. Yeah, he was partially torn, but he had surgery on it to repair it. So we shall see him back. That's going to take a couple weeks to heal, and then he starts rehab. Yeah, it is what it is. Now, Team USA men gets the U19 title, which is, I believe it's their third U19 title. And if y'all just wonder what U19 is, it's under 19. So USA men's gets the under 19 title. Big ups to them on that. The Olympic Games start. Well, I should say the opening ceremony will be happening Friday. As far as the Olympics, they will be happening on Friday. And speaking of that, Nika Agume and Elizabeth Williams, they was denied their right to play for the Nigerian team just because they did 10 plus years on the U.S. side. But Nika's not on the U.S. team this year. She didn't get picked on the roster this year, so why not? In my opinion, I say let them play. Let them play. Like, they couldn't play with you guys and they wanted to. They didn't get picked, so, and they both are Nigerian descent, or I should say they got dual citizenship. Let them play for the other team. Like, yes, they put 10 plus years for the U.S. team, but they didn't get picked this year, so let them play for the other team, and we shall see what happens from there. Now, we did have the women's all-star game, Team WNBA versus Team USA, and Team WA, led by Chicago Sky's Candace Parker, they beat Team USA 93-85, and that made Sue Bird say, basically, it was like, we're not Team USA yet. We're not, like, Team USA is not yet a team. Because they needed that, like, basically the women used that game as an exhibition game before the exhibition games to kind of get them started, to get them going, to, try to build chemistry. So, they did one that, also Chicago Sky, Allie Quilly wins her third three-point contest. So she joined in greats, she joined in the great Larry Bird and Craig Hodges to win a three-point contest 3 times. Also, Candace Parker is on the cover of NBA 2K special edition. You got Durant, Adore, and Dirk on the 75th anniversary edition. And then Luka on the regular cover of NBA 2K22. Best believe I'm going to get it. But when I get it, though, I'm going to make sure I get on the I'm gonna make sure I get on the PS2, the PS5. I'm gonna make sure I have my PS5 system by then, and I'm gonna check it out that way. But until then, guys, I will be signing off for now. Tune in for another edition of Dragon Sports Live. It's gonna get juicy. The more information I get, the more I get. So, I'm signing off for right now. Peace out. See you guys on the next show. Deuce.